So you see everything fine, right?
Yeah.
Alright, cool. Okay, so we're against mid Shen. Interesting.
Yeah, yeah, that was it was weird.
I'm assuming something. There was an argument in Champion Select, and one person only plays top, and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
I actually played mid Shen last night. Funny enough, in
I've
normal.
never seen it before.
All right, here we go. I need to turn directed camera off, and there we go.
Yeah, farming is what I need to work on most.
We'll see.
On
Um,
average for my games, I don't know how I did with my farming that game, but on average for my games, I've gotten it so like I'm usually around 100 CS at like anywhere from 13 to 15 minutes.
Oh yeah. So CS metrics actually don't mean a lot. In the grand scheme of things, to be completely and totally honest, because you're going to find yourself in a lot of games where it's just high pressure, baths, especially down here. So as long as you're farming at like a decent rate in comparison to your opponent, that's all that really matters in every single game. So don't like use your CS per benchmarks. They're praised and heralded in competitive play because those players should be getting as much farm as possible. And the blood baths are few and far between. The wonderful like 2 minute, 3 minute jungle fights. You know what I'm talking about. All those wonderful things that happen. Right. So don't put too much weight into it. Obviously, work on your farming.
I didn't even know this website existed.
Uh, a lot of people are very surprised when I introduce them to the website. It helps a lot. Okay,
So
so
basically every game is like recorded.
yes, essentially. Okay. Okay, so the big thing with Orianna is your mana costs.
Mm-hmm.
So when you like EW there, like obviously it's to get away from the gank, but then you Q afterwards, and how much is Q? So Q is 50, protect and dissonance are 70. So you're basically throwing away like a another ability to do absolutely nothing with, and that's what you need to worry about early on.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Not sure what you're trying to do here. Like you shouldn't be focusing on like trying to like make plays on the enemy jungle and stuff like that. Your goal is to scale and farm. Orianna is a scaler. She works much better with farm than her early game. So you doing something like this makes absolutely no sense, especially with your non-existent mana pool. So this is what I'm talking about when I talk about CS metrics and like they just don't matter.
Mm-hmm.
Things like this happen all the time. You did this yourself, but things like this just simply happen all the time, and they don't end up like CS metrics just don't end up mattering. Okay, nice flash. Um, so yeah, so you walking up to like harass Gragas or whatever your goal was there is completely worthless, and you ended up blowing your flash for it.
Yeah, I don't even know what my goal was there.
I think you like Cossack was like I'm on my way to like help you and stuff, and you kind of just took it a bit too far.
It's crazy. I'm definitely going to watch like a lot more of these games.
For someone as low as you, honestly, the most important thing is to just play games and just play them objectively rather than playing them to play the game. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Because you can only get so much out of watching yourself play until you're at a certain point. Quickly spectating some. Oh, does it? Okay, I had no idea. Oh, I remember that. Okay, so yeah, so you're seeing you're like struggling in mana cost, and there's like no reason to harass him. If you had a chance to harass him early, don't get me wrong, but there's no reason to harass him because you're just opening yourself up to a gank, and like you have no retaliation, you have no flash at this point, you have no mana. So if Gregus has happened to like sneak around here, you're asking to be handled by him pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
Not the men. Is your ward up? No, it isn't. Alright, yeah. So your ward isn't even up. Where'd you place it? This is strange. Okay, there it is. Okay, for some reason the war timers aren't accurate on spectate. Probably because they changed and the UI never bothered to work with them. Anyways, so in this situation, I think your best bet is to buy an Abyssal Scepter or a Chalice of Harmony. So you choose to go for Morel in this situation. What was your thought process there?
I think it was just it's a. I didn't know if he was gonna be building AP or not.
Mm-hmm.
So first thought was just go for mana regen and do they? Oh yeah, they are heavily AP. I don't know if I get. Wait, you said I got Morellos?
Yeah. You bought a
Normally I do
Forbidden
go
Idol.
Chalice when I'm going against a heavy AP, but I don't know why I did Morellos.
Yeah.
Especially with Ori because I like Chalice a lot more on her in
Yes.
general because of the passive on it.
You know, basically it's like what happens. Like I imagine your thought process in this situation is just buy AP to shove. Okay, I bought the amplifying tome. Let me buy some mana regen and CDR with mana regen with that. Oh, okay. Forbidden Idol gives mana regen. Give me CDR too. I'm able to shove this guy in infinitely. It's probably your thought process there, but really you just needed to look the scale in this matchup. You're not going to die to Shen in laning phase. So you're better off just like taking Chalice and just sitting there and farming it out. Like something that a lot of players don't understand about this area is that if you just consistently farm, you will be able to do more. Rod of Ages is also a very good choice. That's a very good point of Vengeance. So you just need to look to scale. So I would have looked for like either Chalice of Harmony into Tear of the Goddess, into just like into Abyssal Scepter or Death Cap. You know, that's the third item. You know, one or the other, depending on like how far ahead you get. And not buying this Morello because the stats you get on Morello, while it's a quicker combine, is not going to do much for you.
Mm-hmm. Do people go Rod of Ages on Orianna?
Yes, Rod of Ages is one of the stronger AP items at the moment. If you can get the full stacks off. So you see, with your with your base damages here, like we're looking at like plus 20 AP, you're able to bully the Shen and shove him in at infinitum. So like if you just have a Chalice of Harmony here, you have a lot more mana to work with. It's very hard for you to kill him, and very hard for him to kill you. This is because he has a gap closer. He should be matching W in this matchup. He doesn't really need to like trade with Q. It doesn't really make much sense for him to trade with Q. Like, yeah, okay, he's matching Q for absolutely no reason. So it's very hard for you to trade with him and like actually get the kill on him. So you're simply better off, just like as I said, looking to scale. And in that situation where you almost have to kill on Shen, you might have been able to just like flash Q.
I didn't know if my flash.
No, but you didn't have enough mana.
Still.
Yeah. Very nice.
I remember if I'd gotten the Ignite, I would have been able to kill him, but just too far.
Yes, completely understand. Yeah. So basically, ooh, that's close. So my biggest worry when I saw you pick Orianna is that a lot of players in this area have absolutely no idea how to actually play her. But for your area, you actually have a very nice understanding of the champion. Like the biggest thing with Orianna, and the reason I can't play her for jack shit, is because it's essentially playing two champions at once. You're understanding how quickly you can snap back the ball and move the ball around the map is very important for the laning phase. And if you can't do that, if you can't actually function that way, you're going to have a terrible time. And the lane was kind of free for you. Don't get me wrong, but you had a very strong grasp of it. I mean, there were like small like if you would just move it like maybe a Teemo like closer or further, you could have gotten more damage off or like had more presence or something like that. But overall, you have a very good control of the champion in the laning phase at least.
Yeah, Ori's fun. I like her. She's a fun champ. I like Victor too.
So yeah, so very skill shot, control mages essentially.
I mean, I play every lane. Like when I was originally climbing in ranked when I first started playing,
Mhm.
I played AD carry, and then when my computer broke, it was just the Mac that I was using was just too hard to be consistently good anymore.
I completely understand.
And then I started playing a lot of top lane, and now I'm kind of just switching between all three, really.
Well, you like so I run a program where I take 5 students and I coach them for what is now a what will now be a month. Weekly lessons, full lessons, and the first thing I usually do with the students that like have no real that are like you that like have a play generally but don't really master anything is to master one role because like it's nice to be a jack of all trades, but the amount of work you have to put in to be a jack of all trades versus the amount of work you have to put into mastering like 1 or 2 lanes is like it's far easier, and you see a quicker reward because of it. Now I don't know if that's what you want, like if you want to just like hit platinum or hit diamond or something like that, or you're just looking to improve as a general player. But I do recommend at least having like a solid main role for yourself.
Yeah, I think the upcoming season I'm gonna try and stick to mid mostly.
Yes.
I
Okay.
feel like it has the most potential to carry.
So yeah, so this is what I'm talking about, like the minor movements on Ori, and like it's acceptable for you to be playing this champion at this area, but you're gonna need a lot of work to improve, unfortunately. So here, so see here, you miss it. If you would just move it up here, 100% kill.
Oh yeah.
As I said, you're playing 2 champions at once, and every micro movement matters.
It's true. I never thought about it that way.
Okay, your blue just ran out, so you're actually in trouble. Yeah, you should have just kept walking. Yeah. I don't think you would have gotten out anyway, but you basically just need to like walk this way and all the way down and get to the turret over here. That's your path is to just walk upwards because he's gonna catch you this way, and so basically your only option is either walk up this way and try and suicide, or walk this way and get to your bot lane. I don't think either of them would actually work out for you at the end of the day, but my point still stands. Like if you want to attempt to get out of that situation, that's what you have to do.
Malphite. The Cloud9 Malphite.
That might. I don't want to say that it might actually be Fi. I do know Fi. He is an analyst, so it might actually just be Fi. I'm not even kidding. I don't know what he's doing down here. But for some reason, he's in the middle of gold and silver.
Yeah, that it wouldn't make much sense.
I'm like analysts are not known for their play skill, so nice. Well done. Well done. Yeah. So from here, you should honestly be able to carry the game. So I remember you losing this game. So let's see what happens. You built yourself a very nice lead.
Yeah, I forget what happens, but I'm pretty sure it's something stupid.
You even got a refresh blue. Yes, your prediction skills leave a lot to be desired, unfortunately, and it matters very much on this champion especially. Because you see, if you hit 1Q earlier, you wouldn't have to flash for that.
Yeah, true.
So the Marilla spike actually helped you out a lot. It helped you gain this lead. You should have thrown out your Q before you warded. There's no reason to throw the ward down in that situation.
Yeah, sometimes I forget that her Q is a good face check.
I don't know. It can go either way, Avengers. Like, the Tristana can just get like too hard to catch. And Ezreal can only do so much damage from the backline, especially with an Ori Balls threatening him the entire time for an ultimate. So we'll see what happens. The warding is surprisingly strong this game. I'm very surprised. Nice. The warding is very well done by Ursona. Very nice ultimate.
I know, if only I had had the the Oriole for that.
Yeah. I mean, Tristana messed up there, pretty much. You probably could have had an auto attack off there, too. Quinn is, like, so when you get a kill, you need to find an objective to take. Quinn should have been top immediately. And, like, you guys can continue to dance mid. And you see, if Quinn was up there earlier, she would have gotten the tower, but now she just dies to the Malphite. You know, all about timing, all about, you know, crisp rotations. These are the things you need to focus on when you're viewing the game from a general perspective. I don't know. Should have shielded immediately. If you shield immediately, yeah, he definitely would have lived, and you would have been able to kill Gragas immediately. As soon as Gragas jumps in, you just press your ultimate, and you win overall, and you keep Kha'Zix alive. So yeah, it's once again minor mechanical play. Really, just bites you in the butt here, because if you shield when he's here, you can definitely shield in this general area.
Yeah, and then the ball's already on him.
Yeah. And you just ult immediately here. And then Gragas can't ult. And then you're just walking up for no reason. You were playing Orianna as if she was one champion in that situation. You weren't using your ball to just deal damage from like over here. You did, like, the only thing you need to do in that situation is maybe like auto attack once. So as I said, your laning was above average for what I expect a silver low gold player to be playing, or Orianna. However, the team fight has a lot to be desired.
Her ult is a game changer.
Mm-hmm. So as I said, mana regen item into hat is more than okay. Yeah, I'm not sure what you're trying to do here.
Yeah, Oh yeah, I get wrecked right
Yeah,
now.
mid game decision making always questionable. Yeah, you aren't using your ball, so this is what I'm talking about when I say I don't expect the most out of someone in your area. And once again, I apologize if I'm talking down to you or condescendingly, but
Let
this.
him
Hmm?
do.
I mean, this is how I view things as a general perspective, and it lets you know that you're not alone in this. So you shouldn't feel that bad about for where you are. As I said, I think you're above average for where you are. Um, the fact is that you were able to check here with Q, you were able to check here with Q, and you simply didn't, and you kind of just walked into the enemy team as yourself. So yeah, you need to be using the tools available to you to carry the game, and instead you're kind of just ignoring pretty much half of your champion, maybe a little bit more. Oh my god,
Yeah, this is
this should be a
I
four-man
get
ult.
wrecked right here too. I'm pretty sure I do.
Yeah. So the ultimate was just placed really poorly in this situation. So this guy dies. If you place the ball here, much bigger impact. Not to mention, Tristana was gonna ult Malphite into this ult. So this you get to blow up Vel'Koz here. What the fuck is that sound? Anyways, you get the ult Vel'Koz here for full damage, and you can stand here instead of walking into the pit here and trying to do damage. You actually just get to stand outside of the pit here and just rain auto attacks and Qs down.
Okay.
Let's take a look at it again. So this happens. Whatever. Place the ball here. You ult these two in here, and they have to walk out now. So what this means is, from here you can hit Ezreal, you can hit Vel'Koz, and you're just kind of walking in here. Once again, you're ignoring half of your champion, and this time you happen to be ignoring your character at this point because you're so focused on the ball. So if you're just over here doing damage to this guy and this guy, you might be able to do more. I'm not saying like you would have won the fight in that situation because causing suicides immediately. Quinn isn't around, all the wonderful stuff. But essentially, you could have been over here. Instead, you chose to die all the way into here.
Yeah. I probably would have had a better chance of escaping too if I didn't walk into the pit, and
Mhm.
I wouldn't have had to blow my flash or.
Exactly. Auto attack range is very important to understand on Orianna too. And you don't have the grasp of that, I feel, from what I'm seeing here. You don't really understand what her attack range is. Like, when you used to play AD carry, so you understand what I mean by, like, auto attack ranges are very important for matchups and, like, team fighting in general. Obviously, you don't play a Caitlyn like you would a Vayne. You don't play an Ezreal like you would a Graves, etc. And you're kind of tunneling really hard and treating Ori like a melee carry when really you have like the world to you have the world of range essentially. Okay, you had no ward there, so you had no idea that Ezreal was coming. So this is where like the whole Morello spike thing kind of like hampers you. Uh, Cup gives you more regen, Cup gives you more AP.
And that MR.
Yeah, and the MR from literally everyone on the enemy team. Rod of Ages obviously would do more for you as well, more mana to work with, more AP. And the... Poof. You should have placed the ball earlier. That way you can ult.
On the TP.
Yeah. So there are two options here, essentially. Either you place the ball here immediately and walk away, or you ultimate immediately and make the fight happen. Basically, what happened there was you kind of just like suicided, unfortunately. And Fi happens to be one of the strongest members on his team, apparently, so... I get confused by Malphite burst all the time, so don't get me wrong. I completely understand why that death happened. I just like didn't understand like what the damage capability was, and all of a sudden you're dead, and you're like, huh?
Building tank.
Yeah. Completely understand. Happened to me several hundred times.
Doesn't Malphite have like one of the highest win rates of any champ?
Mundo does right now. Second's Malphite.
Yeah, Mundo is so aggravating.
Yes. And it has to do with the fact that Jax and Irelia were like really big and popular due to Rageblade. And so Malphite and Malphite is a natural counter to both those champions. A very easy champion to play. Very high impact with his ultimate. And so that's what contributes to his win rate at the moment. What we're going to start seeing is the counter pick in Trundle is starting to pick up steam right now.
Trundle?
Yes, Trundle.
I haven't seen Trundle played in a while.
Yeah, he's around a 53% win rate right now, I believe. And Malphite's like 54. So that should tell you what's going to happen. And it has to do with Subjugate, Trundle's ultimate. Being very high impact against a champion like Malphite. Okay, so what happened here? Why'd you back off? Okay, so as soon as Ezreal blows his E, you just Q him. Like there's no reason to be afraid at this point, because it's essentially a 2v1. You know these two. You see these two. They're going over here. So if you have a Q on Ezreal at that point, he wouldn't be able to Q out in this situation. What the hell? Oh, now we fight.
Silver logic.
Jesus Christ. That was impressive. So yeah, so once again,
Actually get a triple kill here.
once again, you're not playing two champions, you're playing one champion.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I get a triple here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Holy crap. Oh wow, very well played. You see, this is what I'm talking about with the auto attack thing. You could have been auto attacking from over here, like from here to here, gotten a bit more damage down, killed them a bit faster. Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure this is actually Fi. I'm pretty sure this is actually Fi.
That's fine.
As I said, analysts aren't known for their play skill. They're known for being able to break down games in a concise and logical manner. You shouldn't be afraid of the taunt here. If he taunts in, you just blow him up. Or not. Interesting. Did you just get a taunt on everyone? Is that what happened here? Yeah. Okay, so you grouped up for the taunt. So yeah, if he taunts one person, you just kill him. But if he taunts two people, he has the Ezreal ult to come in and clean up. Interesting.
I don't know what her right there.
Hello? Anyways. Okay, so you're going for the Seekers, which is good. I mean, the Zhonya's, which is good. Just as an aside, I can't stand AP itemization at the moment. It infuriates me to no end. I can't believe Zhonya's is 500 more gold this season.
Oh, I know. Like, once you have all the pieces, it's so much more expensive. Big hat's more expensive, too.
Yep. I'm curious what Tristana has been doing this entire game. It just occurred to me, I was like, wait a minute. Oh my god.
Yeah, the Kha'Zix is special.
This guy is brave.
Special ed.
You should have shoved mid here. You should have just shoved mid here.
Oh, yeah, he gets wrecked.
Yeah. You should have swapped the blue trinket so you can like get immediate vision on the enemy team when they're making their rotations. So like, if you have blue trinket here, you would know to throw a ward here, and you probably see them incoming. Things like that, you know, just like little things can really help you out in a situation, such as this, where the game, it's pretty much even. Very nice sombrero. No need the face check there. It's what kills you, yeah. There's no need the face check there. There's no reason to take a Iceborne Gauntlet proc there. You wait for your Q. What's your Q on? That's not the champion I want. What's your Q? A 2-second cooldown? So you wait a second, and you throw your Q in and then kill him that way? Rather than eating a Sheen proc.
Kha'Zix hops in on a 1v3. Twin watches.
Couldn't try there. It's just like it's gonna snowball forward.
Triss takes notes on what the other two are doing.
I mean, that was just a Vel'Koz tearing through them, unfortunately. So from here, you need to buy Void Staff.
Yeah, this was a pretty long game. It was like an hour. Just about.
Silver Elo, where you ace the enemy team in front of a tier 2 and it doesn't go down. Yeah. So what contributes to the longevity of these games is which is mentioned, the lack of objective play.
Mm-hmm.
Nice ultimate, very nice. You didn't need to be auto attacking in that situation. You just need to be standing back here.
Okay.
Because like, what marginal increase of damage are you going to output here by auto attacking? See? So you hit the ultimate, right? So imagine you walk back here, still, and just keep playing with your ball. See? Like you're auto attacking a 400 armor Malphite. See, if you should be back here at this point. Your Q zones them here. They can't get to you. Quinn does damage from over here. Kha'Zix does damage from over here. Much easier fight. Make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, cool. You can't be trading 1-for-1 with an AP Shen. You know, you do far more than an AP Shen does in a fight ever. There are just so many things to keep track of with Orianna in a team fight, especially. And they keep track of they keep track of 9 other champions. It's why I don't recommend people play Orianna down here. Nah. Nash immediately. Oh, they ran for Dragon? Oh my god. How much gold do you have? Okay, 1800. Not too bad. So yeah, so basically you just waste a bunch of time and like doing all this. Like there's no reason for you to walk down here. There's no reason for you to be walking down here. There's no reason for you to be delaying your base, especially since it's so fast. You're better off just buying your component for Void Staff and walking down mid so you can get another turret. You effectively wasted I believe it was 1/10 of your Baron doing all that nonsense. And your Baron time should be very, very important. Alright, good. I ping the turret while Kha'Zix is chased into infinity and beyond. LOL.
Yeah, they go for him, like, pretty hard.
Oh my god, that jump. Are you gonna get Malphite ulted here? No. He doesn't have it? Okay.
Yeah, we would have. Oh my god.
Ooh, nice. Always Q behind you on a cooldown, because you never know who you're gonna catch with it. And the snap back to yourself is faster than it would be if you would normally. If you would cast Q, like W, right? It's W. I always forget. Don't play this champion enough. E's return to you is faster than Q going out. So just keep that in mind. Like you can play with the ball in this situation, especially since you have blue buff. Just like play with all your abilities when you're trying to get away.
Okay.
Obviously, when you have less mana, you think about it differently. But in this situation, you had blue buff, so you were able to screw around with throwing a Q backwards, trying to hit them, and deterring them from chasing you. You know, Edgel ended up getting picked up by Quinn anyway, so it didn't really end up mattering, but you never know. If Quinn isn't there next time, you might be able to just stop Edgel by hitting a QW on him. And you even had R there, so if you hit QWR, he just dies.
Yeah.
So what I'm seeing here is you have like a little below a basic understanding of the champion, and if you work at it, you'll understand the little things and nuances.
Yeah, like everything you're telling me is really good to hear. Like I don't really play Orianna.
Mhm.
She's one of my least played champions.
Okay.
But like it's because I don't have that much of an understanding of her. But
Exactly.
I'm getting a lot more right now, so I'm probably gonna be practicing her a lot.
She's a very fun champion to play,
I
and
think that's what like I was this game. I think the only reason I picked her was because I was like, oh, I feel like playing someone fun.
So yeah, you need to just be on top of your team, because the Kha'Zix is gonna go ham. the Kazakhs just wants to go ham, and if you just give him the ball and just like get like a sick ultimate while he's stealth, you can like win a team fight, and that's how you had to play this game. Unfortunately, you have your positioning in team fights is like you're over here when the Kazakhs are jumping in. Like I understand he's an idiot, he's a complete and total retard. Don't get me wrong, I completely understand that aspect of it, but you have to. It's like how do I describe this? It's like that guy that raised that autist to and that ended up like becoming like the world's like best uh memorizer or accountant or whatever it was, where he just like memorizes everything like instantly. And that guy raised that guy for like his father raised him for like 25 plus years before this thing happened. That they realized that he had this talent. So basically, what you have to do within the 40 minutes here is raise this Kazakhs and uh, this retarded Kazakhs and enable him to do stupid things with your ultimate, with your command protect. And the faster you catch on the things that you need to do, such as like what I just told you, the clearer a game's objective and a goal becomes, and how to win it. Identifying a win condition is something that is very hard for players to do, and basically to develop the skill, you have to ask yourself, how do I win? How do I win? How do I win in this situation? How do I win in that situation, etc. And and in this situation, it's happened to involve grouping on top of the Kazakhs and enabling him to do a stupid nonsense. Because you have a lot of AP, your shield gives you have a 500 damage shield, which is quite a bit for someone as squishy as Kazakhs. They took up the arm. Oh no, it still gives 25 armor in MR too. So there's that as well. So if you enable them to do stupid things, you can win the game off of it. Instead, you're like using your ultimate to like clean up fights when you could be using them to initiate them. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. The bravery. It has to be stupidity. It's not even bravery.
Yeah.
He's just...
He jumps in and he goes, oh wait. Shouldn't have done that. Can't milk those.
Yeah, okay, Avengers. I don't think we can afford to be doing those things right now. So, one of my former students is saying you could have you could have eaten yourself flash hard and done a Mexican hat dance, as I call it, to initiate a fight, and it would have won you the game more than likely. But don't do things like that until you like a better understanding of the champion.
Yeah.
So see, here again, you're just kind of separated from your team. You're like looking for a flank you're never actually going to find. So you're honestly just better off just grouping with the everyone, because if they jump in on you, you're going to have a much better time than if you go into them. So your ult just on an ult, all work much better. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh baby.
Yeah, I think
So when it
Spider around.
yeah. Well, it's because the Malphite is just so big, and so is the Gragas.
Mm-hmm.
So this is one of those fights is for, I would say, on stream. Does nobody actually want to win this game? Because it was so poorly played by both sides. Let's go over it. Okay, so here we go, right? Yeah, this is it. So you see, the capabilities you have when you group are far greater than you actually think they are. So this happens, right? Like, you're like, oh, they were in the brush. Very nice, very nice. Blow this guy up. Did you Zanya? Who's Zanya'd? What am I hearing? No, you didn't Zanya. Who has Azanias in this game? Shen has Azanias. Gragas has Azanias. Okay. Interesting. So from here,
Quinn gets wrecked.
yeah, so here I'm not sure what you're doing. You're just like kind of backing up and not supporting Quinn. You could easily be walking up here and stopping and doing damage to them from here. If you see, if Quinn had a shield here, completely different fight.
Okay.
Completely different fight if Quinn has a shield here. You kind of just walk back and didn't do anything after you hit your like godlike ultimate. Like from there, you should be pushing forward. You should be working forward. Like again, the whole Morella thing is biting you in the ass because you only have so much mana to work with. Rod of Ages, Chalice of Harmony do a lot more there. I mean, Athene's Unholy Grail do a lot more there. I wouldn't have gone for guys in this situation. I would have. I would have. Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, I wouldn't have gone for Haunting God in this situation. I would have looked for another armor item. I mean, excuse me, another mana item. Whether it be Cup, whether it be Frozen Heart, as crazy as that sounds, whether it be Frozen Fist, as crazy as that sounds, I would have bought. I would not have bought guys. I would have bought another mana item because you're so without blue buff, you're so desperately out of mana in all these fights.
Mhm.
And like the extra pen doesn't really matter in this situation. Like Haunting God is an early game damage, early game damage item, not a late game damage item. Leandri's is like a nice upgrade. Don't get me wrong, but overall, it's just not worth it to buy this late in the game. So instead of chasing here, you just like weren't paying attention to this happening. Once again, need to be very objective based. You should have just went for this immediately. Okay, you decided to go back. That's good. Ah, he's gonna teleport no matter what in that situation.
I don't know if I had ult. I don't think I had ult.
No, you didn't. And you can't do anything to this thing.
Yeah, I know. Goddamn banner of command.
You should have so what you should have done in this situation is you should have cleared out the rest of these minions immediately instead of trying to focus on that. And then eventually just gonna hit the turret and do nothing. See, there's no reason to focus on this minion, you just hit the other minions. The hell? Are you just standing there? Okay, you are just standing there. I was like, did I
Typing.
yeah, I was like, did I DC or something like that? And you immediately go back to heal on fountain, by the way. You have nothing left. And so you're not able to contribute at all here. Mm-hmm. So it becomes like really difficult to defend here, especially this late in the game, because any minor mistake or misplay is going to cost you the game.
Yeah. Basically, next fight wins.
Yeah, that's true. You could have swapped out Morello for Athenes at this point. Definitely have the gold income too. Like yeah, this Leander isn't doing a thing for you. Like I understand the idea behind it. You want more magic pen so you do more damage in the fight. But the truth of the matter is, if you hit that ultimate, you're winning the fight no matter what happens. And so you don't need any extra damage. You need some form of utility. You need more mana. As I said, Frozen Heart, Frozen Fist would have been a good option. Riley's Crystal Scepter would have been a good option in this situation. Getting the Athenes on top of the Morellos is fine. Switching out the Athenes, switching into Athenes from Morellos is also a very good option. So these types of situations don't come up very often. So just keep in mind your itemization and your choices. Okay, if I should die here.
He's so tanky.
Yeah, but you're gonna burn through him. I mean, when
Kaz is going on a goose hunt.
Trish kills Vel'Koz, you should be able to win off this if you play it correctly. Because you're trying to just get this, like, shove the base in. Ugh. I guess you can't actually do anything because the minion pressure. Yeah, wow, that sucks. The amount of wave clear.
Yeah, Kha'Zix.
I mean, this is what I'm talking about by just giving him the ball and allowing him to be retarded. It really benefits. It benefits your team if you just like ball him over and over. So I wanted to do another replay review with you because once again I couldn't appreciate the donation enough. But this is a lot of information. I feel like I'll overload you and you won't be able to process anything else after we go over another one. So I do want you to stop by. What's tomorrow? Is today Tuesday? Today is Tuesday, right? So I'll be around tomorrow. I'll be around Friday. Obviously Christmas is on Thursday. That's the holiday I'll be celebrating, so I won't be around for that. And I also take off Saturdays. So, I'd like to do at least 2 more replay reviews with you this week.
That would be great. This is like so much good information. Like thank you so much.
Thank you for supporting me. I really do appreciate it. So, I'm glad you're getting a lot out of this. But yeah, I feel like if we continue these replay reviews, you're just gonna be overloaded.
Especially with different champs too.
Mm-hmm. Hey Squirtle, what's up, man? Haven't seen you in a while. So the reason I can tell this is fine. There was that thing where he stood here before and just like gave up. That's something a lot of higher up people do just for the sake of they think, okay, I'm just gonna go read Twitter now or something when they're dead. Completely serious. That's totally what happens. This innovative build with the banner command, that's very next level thinking. Is someone that's not capable of something that's like stuck in this area. And so basically what that's telling me is that like Fi is just like playing off season solo queue for the hell of it, and finally got around to playing it.
You're gonna have to tell him you did a replay with someone playing against him.
I'll bother him on Twitter or something and be like, "What are you doing down here? Stop trolling people." So it's just like pure siege, pure defense. Like the amount of pressure that you have, they have with Baron buff is like pretty insurmountable. And like it's especially with your comp, and it's literally just gonna come down to precision and who like if you can hit your like ultimate. That's pretty much the saving grace of your team. You have to hit your ultimate.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're just gonna go for D5 again, and it's down in like 10 seconds. Please tell me he doesn't go for this. Please tell me he doesn't go for this. Oh my god. Alright, so. I say it once, I'll say it again. Look at what happens to you. They're paying attention to you right now. Could have hit the back line here and here with your Q. Instead, you're walking forward. Have a very nice ultimate. If you're standing right next to Quinn here, think if you're standing right next to Quinn here, and you're like back here, just like auto attacking things, and enabling Quinn and Kha'Zix to do like some form of relevant damage. That Q makes no sense. You shield Kha'Zix immediately. You see, like your positioning is it makes no sense in this situation.
Yeah.
And it kind of like while you had a very nice ultimate, you didn't understand the what your champion needs to be doing, and you simply just get punished for it. This was a game you probably should have been able to carry.
Yeah.
You know, there's once again a lot of information, a lot of things you didn't realize were going on in this game. So I'm not holding it against you or anything. It's just I'm explaining, you basically at any point after 20 minutes, your understanding of what Orianna is supposed to be doing kind of just falls off.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm viewing here anyway. You know, it might be different if you show me like another game or something like that, and you know you might improve drastically from this game since you have this knowledge now. But
definitely.
Yeah. But basically, other than
be a lot.
Alright, cool.
One of my less understood champions for sure.
Mm-hmm. So, you know, itemization needs a little bit of work. This Leandri did nothing for you. This Morello needed to be changed into an Athene like a million years ago. Warding could have been better. Buy the blue trinket. Please buy the blue trinket. It's way too strong right now.
I started doing the past like 2 days actually.
Yes, good.
I've been getting that on pretty much every lane.
Yep. You pretty much get it on every champion, every lane, even junglers get it. That to tell you how strong it is. Professional junglers is what I'm talking about here. So yeah, that's by and large my this is how I coach, and this is how I teach people through replay lessons, and hopefully you learned a lot from it. You have any questions?
No, dude, it was great. Like a lot of I have a pretty like large group of friends that I know in like real life we all play, and like a bunch of them are like plat and diamond, but when they try and teach me and explain things, it's so vague, and it's just you just need to work on your farming. And like I do good in a game, and they're like, yes, I've taught you so much, and I'm like, but you haven't.
Yeah.
Just tell me to work on my farming every time.
Yeah, CS metrics just don't matter in most games, to be completely and totally honest. Like one of the biggest things I've been doing this for a little over 2.5 years at this point, and one of the biggest things that I've seen in like the lower divisions is people always get mad about their farming and stuff like that, and it's so irrelevant, especially in games. Like you're never going to have an average CS metric in solo queue because things change on the fly. Sometimes you have to go help your jungler at level 2. Sometimes you just get the farm for literally 20 minutes and then you lose the game or win the game because the enemy, your team or their team, one lane just got out of complete and total control, right? So, you know, worrying about CS metrics, they just don't matter. You just need to work on your A, mechanical play, and B, the most important thing in the game right now is map rotations and map movement. The map movement involves warding, and it involves, you know, calling MIAs, it involves understanding what the enemy jungler wants to be doing. And so, as I said, laning phase here, a lot better than I expected it to be from someone in your area. After that, though, it's sharply fell off. As I said, you completely forgot everything you did in the laning phase and kind of just became like a bruiser with a high impact ultimate essentially. And then obviously you aren't a bruiser. You just got popped over and over and over again. So I'm glad that you told me that you have a bunch of other people that you try and learn from, and they don't really help you, and you come to me for your first lesson, and you've gained a lot of information.
Yeah, like this was great.
Awesome.
Like, it was awesome.
Okay, great. So hopefully you'll be around tomorrow. I'd love to do another lesson with you.
Yeah, definitely, dude. One question I have.
Of course.
Only question. The website, is it only what determines if the game is like recorded? Because like I scroll to the bottom of the page. Is it only like your most recent match history?
Yes, it's your most recent match history.
Okay.
Yes, that is replay.gg. So basically, with the replay.gg, it records pretty much everything. From what I'm seeing now, and you can have them sent to your email too if you register with the website. Like, let me show you real quick. I'm registered with them, so yes, blah blah blah. Yeah, so you basically rename. Yeah, so you rename a room page to replay.gg, and then I think they give you an option to send email. I'm not entirely sure. The site changed. It used to be strictly they email you every single replay from every single game, and that's how I would I would coach all my students. I would have them play games through have this website send them to them and work from there. But now apparently it just gives you every single game from here on out, which is really sweet. Once again, the whole watching or replay thing, like I don't want to sound egotistical or anything, but the fact is you're not going to pick up a lot of the things that I'm seeing when you watch your own replays. I honestly don't recommend watching more than one replay a day by yourself. And you can obviously add to it as you climb up, as you watch yourself more, as you figure out what all these little things that I'm able to see that you aren't able to yet. As soon as you figure those things out, obviously watch more and more. But for now, just watch one game a day and be like, okay, I screwed up here, cool. And then there are going to be those games where like I don't know what I did wrong and stuff like that. And obviously, just come talk to me. You have me on Skype now. Obviously, we'll be happy to help you out with anything. Feel free to ask me.
Hell yeah, man. That's so awesome. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you. Okay, any more questions?
Nah, that's it, man.
Okay, great. So I will talk to you tomorrow then.
Awesome, man. Have a good night.
You too. Who is this? Oh, 1 second. Hello. All right. So it is 8 o'clock right now. I'm gonna see if I can find another lesson. If anyone else wants a replay review in chat, shout out now. Otherwise, I'm gonna see if I have another lesson coming up. And I'm gonna play Puzzles and Dragons first. Because it is King Carnival and I need XP. Oh boy, do I need XP. I'll say it before, I'll say it again. Alright, let me stop the stream right now.